Greetings from Panama. It's Janine here, or Otra Nueve as I'm known in Panama, and I'm here to let you know how I made my own Achiote Paste, the prime ingredient for making Panamanian Pollo Asado. I have some chicken breasts and some chicken, they're known as pechugas, and chicken thigh and legs, which are known as musculo encuentros. And I wanted to make pollo asado out of them, but I wanted it to be like the real thing. And I found out it requires achiote paste as a primary ingredient. I didn't have that, but I discovered I did have these what I thought were unusable whole achiote peppers. I had tried them back in 2013 when I was here, and I just used them in a marinade that I marinated overnight for flavor, but I never was able to grind them up. But we have a little adapter for our blender that makes a little chopper. And it's not like your average chopper, it's kick butt chopper, like really, really strong. So I put, and I'm sorry I did not measure, and I also made up my own ingredients based on an achiote pepper recipe that I found. I threw a bunch of achiote peppers in there. And then I figured, okay, I'm gonna need enough liquid. It was said to use vinegar and orange juice, so I used vinegar and orange juice, but along with that, I put some Ancho chili powder, cumin. It called for coriander seeds. I did not have any coriander seeds on hand, so I used a boatload of culantro. And then, just for good measure, I used crushed Urfa Chiles. They're a favorite of mine. They have kind of an earthy flavor. And a new discovery of mine, which I absolutely adore, is ground Sumac Berries. They have kind of a tangy flavor. Here's what it says. It brings out the flavor in foods similar to salt for marinades, dressings, meat, rice dishes, kebab. Use as a condiment. So I love it. They're tart and lemony. They go well with allspice, cumin, garlic, paprika, and thyme. Oh, I forgot. There's about 8 cloves of garlic in this little jar. So this little jar started out with the achiote peppers and about 8 cloves of garlic. And then enough vinegar to mostly cover it, then some orange juice to offset the vinegar, and then ancho pepper, culantro, cumin, Urfa Chiles, ground black pepper, ground salt. I happen to be using Himalayan pink salt, but whatever you have, it called for kosher salt. I am using Himalayan pink salt. And I used the ground sumac berries, just because I thought they'd give it a great flavor. And then I was worried because the last time I've tried to grind these seeds, I had a little handy chopper, like a little Black & Decker chopper. It didn't touch the seeds. They were just whole in there. And I tried doing it with a mortar pestle, got nowhere. Man, this little chopper on our blender made paste out of them in like less than 2 minutes. And I was so impressed. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take a taste of this, and I'm gonna tell you, this is off the charts delicious. The next thing I'm gonna tell you is, if you, like me, accidentally get some of the pepper on your white garment or any other garment that you're wearing, the answer is a combination of white vinegar, OxyClean, and a good detergent. I used Axion. I scrubbed it. I no longer have a red pepper stain on my lace. It's gone. So I hadn't even finished cleaning up, and I was like, nope, that's got to go. In general, when you get any kind of a red stain, you need to deal with it immediately before it sets and dries, or you're done for. So this is my achiote pepper paste. I'm going to use that to make a good pollo asado recipe, and I will be coating the chicken in that paste. I'm going to look up what else is called for in pollo asado, but as far as I know, all these ingredients are what's part of a pollo asado. Sometimes you start with an achiote paste on its own and then add these ingredients separately. I just put them all in my paste. So I'm ready to coat my chicken, let it marinate for about 3-4 hours, and then I'm going to roast it. You can grill it, but I'm going to do mine in a convection air fryer kind of oven. I'm going to bake it. I'm going to roast it in the oven. And then I'll broil it off enough to get my skin on the chicken nice and crispy because, dang, man, what's the point of having chicken if you don't have the crispy skin? Now I've got a secret. Some of this is because our dog lives for Pollo Asado. We get roasted chickens here, for $5-6 in the supermarket, and they've been out this week. So I thought, I'll make my own roasted chicken. And then I thought, oh my God, if I'm going to work hard enough to make roasted chicken, I'm going to make it the way I like it. I love Pollo Asado, and I have probably the best Achiote Paste I have ever tasted. Here, one of these packets of Achiote is from 2013. I didn't even think it had any flavor left in it, but let me tell you, once it's ground open by this little sucker, it definitely has flavor. And I'll just let you know how fast this goes. I would blend it up again, but I just got through cleaning off the bottom. So that's a scoop. Pollo Asado with my own homemade Achiote paste. It's Pollo Asado for me, and if she's really nice to me, it's Pollo Asado for Sunflower. Would you like some Pollo Asado tonight? Would you? Are you going to be a good girl so you can have pollo? I love you, Sonny Bridgerton. I do. I love you. Paul made up the name Sonny Bridgerton for her when we were watching the TV series Bridgerton. Would you like pollo tonight? Mommy make homemade pollo? Okay, baby. I'm going to make it. I love you. She is spoiled rotten. She gets fresh pollo in her meal every night. About a third of her bowl is cut up chicken, and the rest is dog kibble. It's the only way we can get her to eat. So that's it. Signing off for now. Ciao from Panama. Achiote pepper paste, the basis for my Pollo Asado recipe, and I can't wait. I gotta marinate the chicken before I eat all this paste straight out of the jar. Ciao for now.